It's 107.7 The Bone, Baby Huey and Chasta here. Chasta, I'm so excited. We've been talking about this movie. So last night I went to the special advance screening for the new Edgar Wright movie, Baby Driver, which comes out June 28th. And we're so excited for this guest in the studio right now.
We have superstars in the studio with us right now. So writer and director Edgar Wright. And then we have superstar who played Baby, the lead role, Ansel Elgort. Thank you so much for being here.
That is a superstar name, Ansel Elgort.
I can't say it right. Can you tell me how to say it?
Ansel Elgort.
I keep overpronouncing it. You know why?
She was
because
practiced.
Here's the thing. I'm from the South, so instead of I always try to overpronounce, so I lose that Southern drawl. So sometimes that happens. And the funny thing is, before you guys walked in the door, out this window, you see this car right here? Out this window, this car sped up and it was on fire. And I thought, oh my God, they're here. It was on fire and smoking 2 minutes before you walked in. So I thought that was what you rolled up in.
But no, thank you guys making the time today. We really appreciate it. And so just quick little premise for anyone tuning in and want to know about the movie. So yeah, Baby Driver is about Ansel. You're playing Baby, who's a getaway driver for some criminals out there, and just you're trying to more or less get out of that lifestyle and just all the chaos that ensues with that. So it was really cool for me to watch it. I just walked away, total badass movie. Even last night when I walked out of the Alamo Draft House where the screening was at, my brother came pick me up, and so I told my brother, get out of the car, I want to drive home. So I jumped in and sped off. So for me, I was just so pumped up after that movie. But so Edgar, before the movie, you guys came out on stage and you mentioned that you've been working on this movie more or less for 22 years. Is that true?
Well, when I say working, 22 years ago, I was in listening to music in my bedroom in North London. So it wasn't like at 22 years ago I could say, get Hollywood on the phone. I've got an idea.
Yeah.
I mean, I literally think I've been gearing up to do this movie for that long. It's something that I've been thinking about for a long time, but I don't think I really could have written it until maybe about 10 years ago when I started spending more time in the States, actually.
Okay.
I literally drove across the States on my own to feel like I'd spent enough time on the American freeways.
Really?
Wow.
That's commitment.
Prepare. It was great. It was one of the best holidays I've ever had.
That's so cool. Now, one of the most obvious things about the movie, besides the badass driving, is the music. I mean, it's all based around Baby's character of listening to music constantly. So did you decide I'm going to get these songs in a movie and kind of write the movie around those songs, or did the concept of the movie come first and then you kind of pick out songs from there?
It was a bit of both. It was the idea was definitely that Baby's character is listening to music the entire time and is timing his car chases and stuff to the music. So I had most of the songs figured out, but then when I started writing, I wouldn't write the scene unless I had the right song. Mm-hmm. So then by the end of it, obviously you're doing that with the idea of oh boy, I hope we can clear all these songs.
That's what we were going to ask.
So was there songs that you wanted to use but you couldn't get clearance to use?
Not really, not anything that was I'm smart enough not to go for some of the sort of, it's smart enough not to write Led Zeppelin into
Yeah, or the Stones, yeah.
The Stones are easier, actually. I've used the Stones before.
Really?
The Stones are easier to use. Led Zeppelin can be expensive.
Yeah, so, I would imagine.
So, but basically, no, I wrote the script and then we cleared them. The only things that were difficult to clear sometimes were dance tracks or hip-hop tracks where they had not cleared any of the samples in the songs.
Oh.
And so in those cases, I actually went back to sometimes the original songs where the samples were from and just cleared them instead.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you don't want to start lawsuits that way.
Well, you don't want to get the artist in trouble.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the artists themselves who are going to end up being liable. So sometimes those people are you cannot clear this track.
Ixnay on the...
Yeah, exactly. That's it. So did you just delete those altogether, or...
I replaced them with...
You just replaced them with the OG, what was sampled.
Exactly.
That's smart.
Okay, that's really cool.
They're bummed because they got left out in the rain.
Yes, well, follow through with that.
Yeah, exactly.
All you artists out there.
Yeah.
But so Ansel, for you, just, I mean, a lot of driving in this movie, high chase and all that, high speed chasing. So how'd you prepare for this? Is there a driving school you need to go to for all these stunt driving you have to take on?
Well, I definitely got to live out a childhood dream, and I went to stunt driving school.
Okay.
I did 10 sessions with Jeremy Fry, who is our stunt driver and is the real life Baby Driver. Mm-hmm. I mean, that guy did all the stunts that you see in the movie actually happened. There wasn't green screen trickery. It was all the real deal.
Jesus. That's amazing.
I was gonna say I love that. It's very practical as far
Yes.
as every scene, the way it was all laid out. It was awesome.
It was practical, and it was great because they really wanted it to also feel real. When they cut to me inside the car doing the driving, they wanted it to feel real, and whether or not I was actually doing the stunts, that I should be turning the wheel and pulling the e-brake and acting as if I really were doing those stunts.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you see a car movie and the car's doing some amazing thing. They cut inside and the guy's doing this gigantic wheel movement and turning his whole body. But in reality, it's actually moving a car like that is quite subtle movements. It was really cool working with him, and the whole stunt team. I think it's pretty much the top stunt team you can get. So all the stunts in the movie are real and they're really, really cool.
I gotta tell you, I'm super jealous because I have speed racing in my blood. I just have to tell you, my great grandfather was the getaway driver for John Dillinger.
Oh, there you go.
So next stunt car movie you do, keep me in mind.
Yeah, it's in her blood.
Because it's in my blood.
Can I ask you, did he survive? Like John Dillinger didn't.
Yeah, I was gonna say he was obviously not that good.
Yes.
Because
What I
John
mean is
Dillinger.
but he didn't he didn't die in a hail of bullets.
No,
Dillinger
here's
himself,
the
right?
deal. No, he was in the mob and then he escaped and he moved out of state and ended up living a kind of a normal life. He was a marionette after that. He had a little monkey and he was like on